Shalom. Welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, Akim, pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. Back with another lesson. And today's lesson, it's going to be about this clip I came across, and I just want to play it. And I'm bringing this clip out because you're going to hear this guy give a funny rant about the whole space mission. All right. U.S. landing on the moon and all that happened back in the day, and how absurd it sounds in modern day. And over the time, you have people losing trust in the government, in what the government says and does and what they say they're capable of doing. And that's only going to continue and accelerate, because when people lose trust, the system is going to break, and the system is going to break, according to Bible prophecy. But I'm going to play this brief clip, then we're going to grab some scriptures. All right, let's see.
That in 1969, when televisions were still in black and white, and folks were still using rotary fucking phones, and most new cars sold in the United States didn't even have power windows or fucking air conditioning, that we just strapped two cowboys into what was essentially a fucking Coke can with a Chevy small block attached to it, and just launched them motherfuckers out into orbit on nothing more than a hope and a fucking dream, and somehow managed to land that glorified bottle rocket safely on an uncharted lunar surface, where they then got out and played hopscotch for a few hours, and then they got right back inside that motherfucker, and then somehow managed to launch themselves back off the goddamn moon with no infrastructure. And then a few short weeks later, they landed safely back on Earth. You really fucking believe that happened? Goddamn, you're a gullible son of a bitch. I bet you still believe in fucking Santa Claus, you goofy bastard.
But all right, that was just a funny video dealing with the absurdity of the whole moon landing, and how, it came up before. It was shot in the studio, and how they can't, space travel, they can't even get through the Van Allen belt. But anyway, let's jump into these scriptures. The first scripture I'm going to grab is Jeremiah 49:10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. The seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." So people are waking up to the corruption of this system and who Esau is, man. And first and foremost, the Israelites, you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are waking up, knowing who you truly are. All right, knowing who Israelite is, knowing who the Israelites are, and who the Edomites are. All right, they're coming back to Bible prophecy, coming back to biblical history. All right, so this is a part of their awakening. This is a part of uncovering what Esau is and what he's about, and how he is running roughshod over the earth, polluting and destroying everything, man. All right. And even his own people, even you saw that man ranting, who appears to be an Edomite, they're seeing these things for what they really are. The system is coming down, man. All right. And it's going to be very, very messy. All right. It's going to be very, very messy. From there, let's grab Habakkuk chapter 2. Verse 16, "Thou art filled with shame for glory, drink also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." Right? So as they were showing in that little clip, you had people celebrating the return of the astronauts and happy, and all one big fabrication, man. I forgot who said it, but it's a quote that if you tell a lie big enough, people have to believe it. All right. But we're coming to the time and the age where people are very aware and cynical of these politicians, of these governments, and how things are being ran on the earth, man. All right. And that's why a new system has to come. The MOTB has to be implemented, which is a form of control, because people are going to get out of control. And that's what you got to understand. All right. People are going to be fed up, and people are going to be angry, and they're going to be out to do whatever they want to do. All right. Of their own, on their own will and on their own accord. I'm going to jump into that in the in 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right? So right now, people are still in order. All right? Still so-called law-abiding citizens. Getting up, going to work, paying bills, doing this, doing that. But the time is coming where people will not be doing that anymore, man. All right? It's going to be very, very perilous times out here. And that's why it's important to have faith. All right? To have Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai as your center. Because everything else... these ways of the fashion of this world is not going to save you, man, but it's going to pass away. Quoting that scripture, it says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation," man. It's time to time I always tell my girl I have dreams and all, this and the other about future events, but she keeps having a reoccurring dream about us having to grab supplies, load up a vehicle, and get the hell out of town, get the hell out of Dodge, because things are going to be going on, man. All right, things are going to be going on. It's almost the way she described it is almost like a scene out of one of these dystopian shows or movies that they've been flooding TV, flooding television, in these movie theaters with, man, preparing people's minds that, hey, things are going to get out of hand. All right. Let me see what else I got. Because all leading back to the original video, the lack of trust, man. The trust is failing, man. All right. People aren't believing the lies anymore. To keep this system going. To keep people being patriots. Right? So you question, when you start questioning things, the whole, as they say, the whole ball of wax starts to unravel. Oh, if the moon landing wasn't real, what about this? What about that? What about us going for this war? What about, this over here? What about this pandemic? What, people are questioning things, and they're keeping questioning things. All right. It's not just this, but this was just a funny video I chose to use for this lesson. But from there, hey, let's end it in Revelation chapter 12, because it's all leading up to this, man. It's all leading up to the Lord returning, and the Edomites going to battle the Lord, man. And you're gonna have Jake, you're gonna have Simple Jake with him. All right. Before this year, before Trump got into office, you had the people seeing drones everywhere, man. The drones and the orbs in the skies everywhere. You even had a soldier come out saying what he didn't want to come out and say it straight, but what the military are preparing for. All right. So these things are very real. These things are going to happen. But before we get to this, you're going to have a loss of belief, a loss of trust in this system, in these governments. All right. And it's going to take what they're going to view as an invasion, which is really going to be the coming of the Lord to destroy this place and save his elect. It's going to be in the midst of that. But people have to lose trust first. Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found anymore in heaven. All right. So you're going to have the Lord, the chariots coming back, and you're going to have Esau, Edom. All right. The devil, the Caucasian man on earth today, with his his crafts. All right. Because he's trying to mimic them now in this day and age when the technology has finally caught up to mimic them. Right. And that's funny. Going back to the original clip, they got all this new technology, but guess what? They still haven't been back to the moon. All right. That says an awful lot. And that first moon landing was, like I said, horseshit. Verse 8, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the dragon, and that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent calleth the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. Esau is the end of the world. All right. And Jacob is the one that followeth. So his time is going down, man. And in the end of his time, guess what? A lot of people are losing trust in this man's system. All right. This is what's playing out that's going to lead to this, to Esau and his weaponry and his military being defeated ultimately. Okay. It says, which deceiveth the whole world. And it's a lot of deception been taught to you. You know, I'm 40 plus years old. You go back to when you were in grade school and think about all the things you were taught and told and brought up with a whole amount of brainwashing that you've been infected with. All right. Yeah, right. That's why he's a devil that deceiveth the entire earth, and not just citizens of America. All right. Really, Mystery Babylon, but all these other countries has a so-called fallen victim to that also. It says, and Satan, which deceived the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So they're going to be defeated, man. All right. He's going to be defeated. But that's the point. I don't want to ramble on anymore. I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Shalom the next time.